Welcome to another Sultai Uro Control League. It's gone live on Twitch and this will be put up on YouTube some point over the next few days. Testing this afternoon for a super qualifier, modern super qualifier on Modo later. Made a couple of changes to the list since the last time. I've removed one Jace. 3 seemed a little too many. You don't want to draw. You want to draw them fairly late, and you don't want to draw more than one usually. Putting a Shark Typhoon in its place, just a really good card. If you ever hard cast it, it's really, really good. Added another Force of Negation in place for Mana Leak. I think 3 Force is really good at the moment. I think that's all the changes to the main. Still on 4 Uros and a Primeval Titan. So classic ways of winning the game at the moment via Field of the Dead, Uro, Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan is not really a win con, but it goes and gets Field of the Dead and Jace, and then a few changes to the sideboard. Cut things like Damnation, which weren't proving too impactful. Added a 4th Ether Gust, and we're trying out 3 Tail's End. Tail's End's proven pretty good in some testing I've been doing. It just hits a lot of the things you want to be hitting at the moment, like legendary spells is Uro, Mini Teferi, and then activate abilities is an interesting one in any deck with fetch lands. If you're on the play and you manage to turn to counter their fetch land on the stack, then essentially it just destroys one of their lands. So that's what we're going with. Ashiok was good in the last league I played. So yeah, that's where we're at. Keeping on the Thoughtseize train. Been quite liking those. The one card I'm not sure about is the 4th Archmage's Charm. In fact, I'm tempted to swap that for a Remand. I think we're going to swap that for a Remand. I've just been drawing these too many times. Off the top of the deck, it's often exactly what you want to see, but early on, 3 blue pips is quite hard. So without further ado, let's get into round number 1. So the super qualifier later, 6 PM UK time, probably about lunchtime USA. Quite a big tournament. Some of the consistency, so you get not more info, view prizes. So yeah, you get first and second is a a lot of stuff, all the way down to the big prizes are it depends what you count as big. That's like $100. If you sell them to bots, that's $50. But yeah, we'll see. So we've been paired for our match. Let's go and see who we're against. Okay, swap this out. On the play, which is good. And a decent hand, I reckon. Can't cast this Abrupt Decay very early, but we've got to turn to Mana Leak and some strong spells. I think we'll keep this. So, Flooded Strand, going to go and get the Triome if possible. So if possible, meaning I don't suspect the opponent to be on any sort of Blood Moon shenanigans. Let's see what they play first. So pathway into a Serum Visions. Blue-black pathway. Not sure what this is likely to be. Blue and black and Serum Visions is sometimes ad nauseam. Blue and black could be mill, could be that blue-black Narset. They go 2 on top. Fetch the Triome. Watery Grave's not bad. I could shock that in case I want to decay something. Unlikely that they're going to be on some sort of burn deck, so yeah, we'll play that out. We might want to decay something here. We've got decay and mana leak up. City of Brass, okay. This again kind of screams ad nauseam to me. I think our hand is okay against ad nauseam. I'm going to play this island because this Misty Rainforest can fetch a Mystic Sanctuary. Maybe I should have played Field of Ruin there. No, I think this is fine because I probably want to draw 2. The end of turn if my opponent doesn't do anything. Still not entirely sure what they're on. I'm thinking possibly ad nauseam, but these are all certainly ad nauseam lands. Am I worried about anything if I go for the Archmage's Charm here? Don't think so. Okay, so there's some good draws. Remand's quite nice as well. I'm going to play the field. We might want to field them. Let's see what happens. Remand's a good pickup, so now we've got Remand and Mana Leak. Oh, double Spirit Guide. Well, this is going to be a good Remand target. Or Mana Leak. Probably just Mana Leak. Ad nauseam. So if they have Pact of Negation, this is fine. So I'm going to Mana Leak this. If they go Pact, yeah. Okay, so that wastes 2 Spirit Guides crucially as well. So it might be they go land. Might be, oh, I don't know what this is now. So it's definitely ad nauseam. We've seen the card ad nauseam. Thassa's Oracle. Tempted to remand here. It might be that they're digging for lands. So I'm going to remand this. Maybe this is loose. I think that's fine. Yeah, they're digging for lands, so do I feel like it's a good idea to tap out for a Jace here? I actually don't. I think we're going to try and end of turn with either draw or Cryptic. I might Cryptic counter bounce their land here. I don't hate that. Yeah, I think we're going to count. Although, does this actually put on top? Yeah, it puts them on top of the library. So I've got Field of Ruin. Spoils of the Vault. Okay, so now we're going to Cryptic counter bounce. Well, there's no point in bouncing because you can just play a land again. So we'll counter draw. This deck does run Pact of Negation. So the question is, do I want what did they do? So they put one on top. I think they have to put one on top. So the question is, do I want to go and put something like Remand or Mana Leak on top? Or I could put Cryptic on top, but I kind of want to... I think I'm going to put Remand on top. Or Mana Leak. I think we're going to get Mystic Sanctuary. We're going to put Remand on top. I do like Remand here. I will use Mystic Sanctuary's ability. And then we're going to untap, play Jace, and hope to hit a land with his Brainstorm. We don't, but we hit fairly well. It's a bit unfortunate, really. But we'll put a push and a decay back. We do get to Thoughtseize here, which is nice. I think they run enough Thassa's Oracles that... I think they run 3 or 4 Thassa's Oracles. So here, what do I care most about? I think I will take the Sleight of Hand. I could take Pentab Prism is mana. I think I want to take Pentab Prism and check them on mana rather than cards. Yeah, I'll take Pentab Prism there. And pass. Annoyingly don't hit the land for Remand, but I guess that was the risk we took. If at some point we hit a land, we can hold up a double counter spell, which is very good. They put 2 on the bottom from their scry. They do find another land. Okay, City of Brass gonna cast... Oh, another Serum Visions. Okay. So... Upkeep, I could field to ruin their scry. Oh, they put 2 on the bottom again. There's the Sleight of Hand. Okay, another Serum Visions, but notably having to wasteland themselves to do it. Yeah, attacking Jace, which is fine. So we brought Abrupt Decay, so I'm going to Brainstorm. Hopefully there's a land somewhere. That's not ideal. I think now we're going to go... push isn't too bad on this. So we'll put back 1 Uro and 1 Abrupt Decay. And then I think we'll field now. No, we'll field at the end of their turn if there's nothing we want to counter. Oh, discarding this Uro seems okay. Okay, Dark Slick Shores is fine. Three mana. Phyrexian Unlife. So this is fine. I think we will... I don't want to counter this. I could Remand it, look for a land. I could Field of Ruin, look for a land. I kind of like decaying it though. I think. Am I going to Fatal Push this now? I don't think I'm going to do anything now. I don't want them getting more mana now. So we're going to... Well, I mean, we can almost... Oh no, that is part of the combo, so we do need to decay that now. So we'll destroy a land. Let's destroy this City of Brass, because that gives them both. Oh no, that deals damage to them though. We'll get rid of this, because I want to shuffle my library anyway. I think actually we're going to get Forest here. Snow-covered forest. We're drawing enough cards with Jace. How many basics to ad nauseam run, I wonder? Okay, so that's a very good draw, obviously. I'm going to draw 3 cards. Right, what don't we want? We've got sort of an embarrassment of riches here. We'll get rid of... We don't want 2 of these kill spells. So get rid of 1. Do I want the Titan, or do I just... I think I just want to hold up now, so I'm going to shuffle away the Titan, play this. I'm going to Fatal Push now. And then hold up double counter spell here. I may put the Thoughtseize back on top. Temple of Deceit, scrying 1. 1 on the bottom, which is fine. I might just make a shark here. Yeah, I think I could draw 2, but I think we're drawing enough cards. Let's go and get a breeding pool. And then let's make a shark. I think we know their last card. Malik's a fine draw. Abrupt Decay's not too bad. Looking for lands again, really. Okay, we find some lands. It's quite tempting to cast Uro, so if we go Uro, we can hold up Remand and Manalik. If I keep 2 lands. Yeah, so put Sanctuary back, Cryptic back. Play a... Do I want to draw anything from... I could start ticking up with Jace here, but I think we're more likely to just try and win with Uro. So this, and this. Exile cards we can't get back. Here's Uro. So yeah, then we can hold up Manalik and Remand. And also the opponent is dead in 2 turns. I suppose they could have something like Path. I don't think. Yeah, it's very. I would be very surprised to see a Path. Oh, ad nauseam, especially main. So I've got 2 counter spells up here. I'm feeling okay, I think. And after this, we just don't tap out for the rest of the game. So this turn we hold up 2 counter spells. Will that Thassa's Oracle resolve? Oh, they're going for something. 1 black mana. Spoils. Okay, so this is not ideal. I'm pretty sure that their last card is this. This could just kill them. What do we think they're going to put on top? Probably ad nauseam, but I guess it could be that. So we could counter this, but then we lose to a top decked ad nauseam. We could counter draw with Cryptic. We could Remand, which would cut them off a land actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and Remand this. I don't think we want the cards on top of my library, so we'll go ahead and get an island, and then I'm just going to Remand this. They may go for it again. I'm pretty sure that their last card is Thassa's Oracle. Maybe we should let that resolve. but I'm quite happy if they want to sacrifice a land there. Spoils of the Vault. I think we have to let this resolve. They haven't. They might just die to their own spoils here. I'm not sure what they're naming. Maybe this was wrong. Maybe I should have mana leaked here. Or maybe I should have flat out countered this. But they haven't got the win in. You know, we don't know what they've got. They might choose a land, I guess. Unsure. I think this is fine, and then we can try and mana leak. If they spoils for something like Pact of Negation, that's a problem. I think that's fine. Okay, opponent just concedes. So that was a good win against Ad Nauseam. So here we don't want Ashiok. I don't think we want Veil of Summer. We don't want Trophy. We don't want EE. We definitely want Thoughtseize. We don't want Gust. Spell Snare. Yeah, Spell Snare hits Oracle. Pentad Prism. So what don't we want? We definitely want everything that says counter target spell. We don't want any of these Fatal Pushes or Blood Chief's Thirsts. So they don't search their library. The card Ad Nauseam doesn't search. We haven't got many things here to bring in. Gust doesn't hit anything apart from Lightning Storm. Tail's End. I suppose we could Tail's End a Thassa's Oracle, but by the time they're Thassa's Oracling for the win, they've drawn all their Pact of Negations. Engineered Explosives on 0 is interesting. Oh, Assassin's Trophy. I don't mind Assassin's Trophy because this can hit the Phyrexian Unlife. Veil of Summer. Maybe. They might be bringing in Thoughtseize. So Veil of Summer is a consideration, as is EE. I don't think we've got anything else to take out. What can we think of that Tail's End? We can Tail's End. Phyrexian Unlife, no. They don't run any legendary things. I think just these three. So Engineered Explosives, that can hit. What can it hit? So on 0 is not too bad. It hits the Lotus Bloom. Okay. Yeah, so that can hit Lotus Bloom, it can hit Pentad Prisms. Right, what do we think of this? It hasn't got any green mana, and it can't cast 3 of the spells until turn 3, but it does have a remand. So what do we think about that? I think this is probably a mulligan, despite the turn 2 remand. It's going to be a long time before we can cast 3 of the spells in our hand. It's close, but I'm going to mulligan that. This is a bit better, I think. I think we'll keep it, and we'll bottom. Do we want to bottom Uro? In fact, it's either Uro or Cryptic. I think we're going to want to bottom Uro. I don't think we're going to want to tap out for him for a while. No ley lines is fine by me. Opponent scries 1. Oh, another Cryptic is not what we wanted to see. I'm going to play this Mystic Sanctuary. I think we're going to want all the mana we can get our hands on. spends a Lotus Bloom. So notably Remand is very good against things like Lotus Bloom. Pentaprism? Yep. Okay. Trium's not too bad. I'm going to play the Misty in case we find a third blue land, then we can remand this turn Archmage's next turn. So visions, fine. You can visions. Are they short on land? No, they found a land there. Notably a basic. Don't think they run too many basics. Phyrexian Unlife. Okay, so we're going to remand this. I think that's fine. Breeding Pool. Because this is quite good for us. Remand this, we draw a card, and my opponent has to use the mana from Pentad Prism. And then Polluted Status is a good draw because we can now counter or draw 2 if we want. Maybe putting Remand back on top. How many more? So their Lotus Bloom will come off suspend next turn. Yeah, so I'm just going to straight up counter this. I think just getting another. Do we get an island? Yeah, we'll just get a snow-covered island, and then counter target spell because it is part of the combo. Might have something like Veiled here, which would be annoying. They have a land. Maybe, oh yeah, I couldn't have got that. Shark Typhoon. Okay, so we're going to hold up Cryptic here. I don't know if I'm meant to counter this. I think they've got enough mana anyway. So if I counter this, they could have land ad nauseam. I think we have to let this resolve. If they don't do anything at the end of turn, I will bounce it and draw, I think. Okay, they're not doing anything. They can ad nauseam instant speed. I think this is worth it here though, so I'm gonna return. We're gonna return this and draw a card. This might be a bad idea. If they go ad nauseam, they'd have to lightning storm me to death. But they don't know that I haven't got force. Okay, well that just resolves, which is nice. Misty Rainforest. Okay, so do I want to put a counterspell on top? So if I go land, fetch a Mystic Sanctuary, I could put Remand on top, and then play Uro, then put another land into play. Then I have Remand and I don't have Spell Snare up. I think we're just going to play a land and pass. And if my opponent doesn't do anything or make a shark start beating down, suspend Lotus Bloom is fine. Okay, so do I want to draw any of this? I guess I don't mind drawing a Remand. Yeah, let's put a Remand on top. And then tapping out is a bit dangerous, but make a 3/3 shark. They didn't do anything last time. They've drawn one card. The last time I tapped out, that is. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, this isn't great. Maybe they drew the Angel's Grace. 3 mana for... Okay, so this is ad nauseam, so... What's this loose? Okay, Veil of Summer, so they are playing Veil of Summer. Okay, yeah, we just lose now, sadly. Running Bajesu. So yeah, I possibly... So yeah, there's the Lightning Storm. No cards in hand for my opponent. I mean, no cards in library. But let's see. It's going to be Lightning Storm. Yeah, was this bad? So they could do the combo. Lightning Storm, holding priority. So how many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they've got enough. Okay, so just have a look. I've got that with Jesu, so I'm just going to concede here. Right, that was unfortunate. I don't know if that was unfortunate actually, or if it was bad play. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped out there. Right, so let's go first. Okay, so this is pretty good. If I draw another land, I'm pretty good. So I'm going to keep this, hoping not to see a Ley Line of Sanctity. So this has to go and get Watery Grave, and then Thoughtseize. Okay, so I've got the Veil of Summer, Pact of Negation. Crikey. Okay, so it's going to be Veil of Summer or Pact, I think. I mean, we could take the combo, but they've got 2 pieces to protect the combo. We can't counter this. We could take for sleight of hand, but I don't think that's right. We can counter Veil of Summer. Yeah, I'm going to take the win con here, and then just try and make our plays. And now we want to hit lands, really. There we go. Yeah, we'll play that land. We're not actually doing anything this turn. Use their sleight of hand. Use the pathways. I've got a force up, which is nice. He's not the best, but we're going to have double counter spell. Get the Triome. Okay, more lands isn't too bad. My opponent hasn't found any mana. So we'll draw 2 here. Yeah, Remand's a good pickup. Notably, they haven't got green mana, so I think we're going to look to put Thoughtseize on top here. Yeah, this is unfortunate for my opponent. Thassa's Oracle. Do we just remand this? I mean, they're going to have to discard it, or they're going to have to discard something. yeah, I think I'm happy putting Thoughtseize on top. Just keep taking their win cons. Pay discard. See what they discard. So given this, I think we're probably playing Uro this turn to try and get the clock going. So we'll go Uro. We can actually Uro hold up Charm if we find a blue spell. Although I'm not, but I might find one from Uro. Or I could fetch a Mystic Sanctuary. That's not a bad idea actually. So we'll Thoughtseize them first. Oh, that's interesting. I think Angel's Graces are very annoying, but they only need one. Pact is annoying. Lightning Storm means they can't kill me with Lightning Storm, so that would be no instant speed kill. So I think we're going to take Lightning Storm. Then that means they can't kill me at instant speed. So now I go land. If I go land, Uro. If I go land, put Remand on top. Yeah, that's the way forward. So I'll go land, fetch a Mystic Sanctuary. Put Remand on top. Oh dear, I have messed up, haven't I? Now I can't cast the latter half of Uro. Unless I draw a land. I think that's okay for now. I do need to draw another land though, that means. Opponent getting fairly unlucky here. I think we're going to just remand this again. To try and keep them off land. So there's a Primeval Titan, so they can't cast that either. Field of the Dead. I'm tempted to draw two here. Do I just draw two? Yeah, I'm going to draw two. Try and hit a land for... Okay, we don't hit a land, sadly. Okay, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake there, because I should be beating down now. Okay, my opponent finally finds their land. Here's Thassa's Oracle, which I think is probably fine. So we know their hand mostly. Do I draw two here is the question. I think so. So remember we've taken their Lightning Storm, so no instant speed win. Okay, that's not green mana. That's not green mana either. Yeah, this is a bit... I've messed up a little bit here. I think we'll just play the land. Although we get Field of the Dead online next turn. Yeah, that was a bad fetch. Although it fetched the remand, so it's not the worst. Okay. Do we bounce a land is the question. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and bounce a land here. So, because Cryptic's quite clunky and we want to draw a land, so return Dark Slick Shores, draw a card. Oh, I've done this several times now. Just misclicked on Modo. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Veil of Summer here. No? Don't see a Veil of Summer. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh well, we hit that anyway. Yes. So now we Uro green, green, blue, blue. Exile some stuff. Mind drawing another counter spell. Be another card deeper as well. Oh, another Feel the Dead. Yeah, I think that's fine. So they have a pact. They've got one turn, but Darksix Shores enters tapped, which is good. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's do this now before they can... Oh, I can't do this now. Okay. Okay, so we can't tighten either, so let's decay this, just because it's part of the win con. Should have done that with River of Tears really, but do this. So drawing a mana leak is good. Actually, drawing a mana leak is really good. We'll put a swamp onto the battlefield. I guess do I want to do an AE on 2? We could do it on red and black and still hold up everything. It would let me kill a Thassa's Oracle. We could EE on 3 in case they do Phyrexian Unlife. I think that's fine. I'm nearly out of time. Okay, here we go. 4 mana, they found another land, but we know 5 of the cards in their hand. They can start Angel's Gracing, which is annoying. As in, when I'm about to hit them to death, they're going to Angel's Grace. Another Thassa's Oracle. That's fine, I think. A bit of deck selection for them. We notably can't counter an Angel's Grace. Cryptic's a good draw. Yeah, we're just attacking with everything. Angel's Grace. Can't do anything about that. Split second. So using Angel's Grace, I think we're just holding up 3 counter spells now, and that Uro actually is a good card to pitch to Force of Negation. We know my opponent can't. So the Angel's Gracing. Thoughtseize would be annoying. Spoils, so we're going to counter target spell, draw a card. And then we'll mana leak the Veil of Summer. Mana leak the Veil of Summer. Force the... Hold on, we need to be very careful about this. So the pact is targeting mana leak, so we'll let that resolve, and then we'll so we know that they have Simian Spirit Guide in hand, so we'll force this. We get there. Okay. Okay, I think we navigated that okay. My opponent got very unlucky not drawing any lands in the early game. I punted a little bit by not finding a green source, although it did let us remand, which kept them off lands for a bit longer. So good win in round 1 against Ad Nauseam. See you back for round number 2. Okay, welcome back for round number 2. We are on the draw here. We open, a decent hand. It's got a turn 1 force in case we're against Dredge or Tron or something like that. If this fielded, there would have been something like a Spell Snare or another land. That would have been nice. Normal island, pass. Okay, so I'm just going to leave with a polluted delta here. Pass. Disguises what we're on a little bit more than Misty Rainforest. Not that that really matters, I suppose. Lava Glide pathway. So this could be, this is Storm, which isn't. I don't think this is the best matchup for us. So drawing like a Fatal Push or removal, any sort of removal spell is good here. We don't. We find Cryptic, which will be good eventually, but we've got Remand and Force here up. Okay, Goblin Electromancer getting into the red zone. Manamorphose, I'm going to remand this because they haven't got any more mana and it makes 2 mana, so I think we'll just go and get an island. Remand here. If they go like bait, if they go another land, Mana Leak's not too bad. Oh, Mana Leak. Do I force this? This? I don't think I want to force this. Make red. Could do that, empty the Warrens really. Another Electromancer. I'd probably force a Ritual here. Okay, so hit another island. So we either Uro or hold up Force and Mana Leak. I think the latter version, the latter plan is best. Opt is fine. Okay, as it happens they do nothing much. So we are just getting beaten down by these goblins. Okay, so Abrupt Decay is good. Oh, we haven't got black mana though. I need to get better at that. So we're going to play the Field of Ruin. So you could play Uro, but then if we don't find a land we can't hold up anything other than Force. But the only counterspell they run is Remand. They can notably Gifts here and I can't force it. So I think we just have to live with that. Okay, just drawing a card is good. I could bounce. At the end of the turn I think I will field the Spire Bluff and then Abrupt Decay one of these Electromancers. They may try to Gifts in response. Opt is fine, we don't mind an Opt. Puts one on the bottom, possibly looking for lands. Okay, so we'll hit this. So we're going to go get Forest here, because that allows us to cast Uro as well. Did they not get one? Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. We'll decay one of these. Increases the clock, decreases the clock as well. That's good. Okay, so draw. Remand is nice. Still can't Uro, which is a bit of a problem. Really. So I think we're just going to do this. I guess. Yeah, we do want to draw lands here. They're just beating us down. So we could bounce the Electromancer with Cryptic. I don't hate that actually. Or we could bounce a land. I think bouncing the Electromancer, because I am getting a little bit low on life. Pyretic Ritual. Remanding, that seems good. Oh. Well, yeah, that's not ideal. I can empty the warrants is bad here. So I can manually Past in Flames could be. Oh, so if we force this, so we're going to force this, getting rid of Jace, because then they can't cast it from the graveyard. Negate. Okay, so we're going to mana leak the negate. Main deck negate. Thankfully this is on their turn as well. Oh, grape shot. Gross. Yeah, we just lose then. Okay, so what did we do wrong there? Possibly should have Uro'd earlier. Didn't Uro aggressively enough. Our life total was beaten down quite a lot by that, by the goblins. Right, so here, what do we want? So these are cards I'm interested in. So Southern Trade we definitely don't want. I have a lot of cards, so we're going to cut a lot of the top end here. So Primal Titan, Jace, so aren't that good. Force is good. Archmage's Charm is good. Cryptic's a little bit clunky. So things we want: Engineered Explosives, possibly. That's an out to empty the Warrens. Veil of Summer is good because it stops their counter spells and it prevents gifts targets you. So stops that. Ashiok nukes their graveyard and stops gifts. Thoughtseize is just good in general against them. I think we're going to cut some Cryptics and another, just the top end. Bloodchief's Thirst is good, but they often cut the creatures against us. Spellsnow's really good. Hits a lot of stuff in their deck. Take another Cryptic out. Shark Typhoon I don't think is that impactful. So Tails End's an interesting one because Storm is actually a trigger, isn't it? So let's say they go off and try and grape shot you for 1 million. You can Tails End the Storm trigger, which looks at how many spells have been cast and it'll only deal you 1. Also counters Baral. Ether Gust as well is pretty good. I don't think Decay deals with Area of Flame if they choose to bring that in. I think. Oh yeah, but so does Ether Gust. Ether Gusts. Remand. Yeah, I'm going to cut some remands just because their spells are quite cheap. Something like that. Let's go with that. Maybe I'm overvaluing Tails End here. I would like to play first. So this is an interesting hand if we draw another blue land, preferably a fetch. gonna keep it, I think. Got turn 2 Mana Leak or Ether Gust. And then if we draw any land, we're not in bad shape. Well, I say any land, preferably an island, another island. So Spire Bluffing, Serum Visions. See what we've got here. They go 2 on top. Okay, Breeding Pool is nice. So we'll play the island first. Yeah, we'll shut this in. Not too worried about anything at instant speed that Storm can do. They're probably boarding into things like Manamorphose. Sure, you can Manamorphose at the end of turn. Oh, looking for lands. So we'll just draw 2. They might remand this, but I think I'm fine with that. Oh, that's annoying, not hitting lands there. They discard a Past in Flames. That is a land. Picked up a Tail's End. And that can eventually win us the game. What have we got here? If this is a Manamorphose, I'll probably Mana Leak it. How much do I care? Oh, we could Gust, to be fair. If we Gust this, they're not going to put it on top, I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, put it on the bottom, so that was just a decent counterspell there. Watery Grave, we're gonna shock that in and Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize, good against Storm. Yeah, my opponent concedes, though again we got lucky, whereas they got unlucky there. They never found any lands. Didn't see any creatures. They decided to reserve information. I guess we should be thinking about Blood Moon. What do we have against the Blood Moon? We got Ether Gust, some Mana Leak, some Forces. Do we want more remands or Abrupt Decays? On the draw, I might cut an Archmages for a remand. Let's see where we get to. Right, opponent on the play. What do we think of this? I don't think we can keep this. It can't kill a creature. We're on the draw, so we're sort of behind on tempo. It can't cast its Fatal Push. We're not doing anything till turn 3. This has to be a mulligan. This, however, is a lot better. It's got 3 essential counterspells and a Veil of Summer. So I will bottom a land, which is a bit greedy, but all of my spells cost 2 mana at the moment. Let's see. Okay, so they don't do anything. A Force is an excellent pickup as well. So we'll go, what do we go and get with this? Electromancer, sure. So, yeah, we want to be a bit wary of Blood Moon, but I'm going to go and get the Triome with this, and then we'll get a we'll get an island with the delta. Do we gust this? Should we have gusted? Maybe? Although, well, I don't think so. Manamorphose. Feel like we might gust this? Get an island. Don't really want them manamorphosing and doing stuff. We could remand it. Let's just gust it. We kind of want to gust that though. Let's remand it. I want to draw a land. Negate. So that draws out a negate. Do I want to force this? Force pitching Archmage's Charm? I think I do. Just choke them on resources. And they've missed a land again. So I think we might. I really want to draw a land. Another gust. I feel like we just gust this Electromancer. Doing it main to play around counter spells. They either put it on the top, they put it on the bottom. Desperate for lands. We notably don't find a land either. They have another one. Another bear. Okay, we find a land now. So now we've got counterspell and further summer up. But we haven't got any action really. We're very reactive. This has only beaten me down for 1. What's this? I think we'll gust again. Thoughtseize is good. Noxious Revival is ignite. What? So we have to take the Noxious Revival. We could take the Desperate Ritual if they're short on lands, but they can Noxious Revival whatever they want on top, which is the trouble. We can counter this. We can counter the trigger on this, so I think we just take the Noxious Revival, so they can't do things twice. I guess if they gifts us this turn, we're actually shielded down on Veil of Summer. If they find an untapped land. I wouldn't be surprised to just see Ritual Gifts, because they can Ritual for 1 mana, and then Gifts. And then I am in a spot of bother. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Yeah, this is bad. Long time since I've seen any Night Memories from Storm. Yeah, this isn't good, because now they get to do a lot of things. They're gonna... don't know what they're gonna... it could just be a value pile. So we know the 2 cards in their hand. So we're going to put in their graveyard. We'll put Past in Flames and Manamorphose in their graveyard. Oh god, they can do it already. Yeah, this isn't ideal. So I'm gonna do that, and then maybe this was an error. Maybe tapping out there for the Thoughtseize was the error. Okay, so we've got the Tails End for the Ignite. I haven't got many draw spells. I guess I've got another Gifts. I've got 9 mana. Oh, does Negate have flashback as well? Yeah, sadly it does. Oh yeah, this is a loss, sadly. What did I do here? What could I have done better? Not thought seizing, potentially. Ugh. Put 2 into the graveyard. We'll put Grape Shot and Manamorphose in the graveyard. Ritual. Ritual. Yeah, this is the trouble because I've got Negate up. I mean, I'll use this and then, yeah, by the time it just kills me. Here comes Negate. Unless they didn't realise. I'm pretty sure I just did that right. Opponent not seeming to know if that's how that works. I'm not sure what they got in hand, to be fair. Oh, okay, another Past in Flames. Sure. So now they go through it all again. I will concede. Okay, see you for round number 3. Okay, welcome back for round 3. Sadly, off the back of that annoying loss to Storm. Trying to think of what else we could have done there. We kind of ran out of resources a little bit. You know, my opponent had gas. We had no gas. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was some gusting in there that I did that was wrong. But they've mulliganed here, so let's get on with this match. We're on the draw, so I think on the draw this is fine. Spell Snare is good for countering a turn to play. You've got a Force in case they try and do anything super unfair. So yeah, we got a Fatal Push, and then we do have a win con, but wouldn't mind not seeing that in this hand. But if I was to mull, if I was to mull for a 6 and this was my 6, I'd be very happy, which is good. Okay, let's see how we go. Speaking of things that are very unfair, okay, it's Tron. So we'll play a Flooded Strand and pass. I'm expecting a Sylvan Scrying here, so that's a great Spell Snare target, obviously. It could be Ancient Stirrings. What'll be... Okay, they play a Forest. They play a Chromatic Star. They do have another one. Would I force an Ancient Stirrings here? Don't think I would force. Will I force this? So if I force, it gets rid of Spell Snare. Force, get rid of Spell Snare. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Like, we just got to slow them down. Drawing a Remand. Another Force is okay. You know, we would have to exile an Uro, which is a shame. see what... Okay, so 3 Urza's Mines. Another map. I think we're going to force again. They haven't got Tron. I think I'm going to force again. We have to get rid of the Uro, but if they get the tower now, we're then very soft to an Ulamog. Misty. So we quite like Misty here. Yeah, we just need to kind of fade. Okay, so they don't have anything. Mana Leak's a fine draw. The question is now, do I go and get a land? Do I go and get Force back? I don't think so, because we need to draw lands for this Primeval Titan. Jace. Sadly, we cannot. Actually, we can. We could put Force on top, and then we can force a Khan. Yeah, that's fine, actually. So yeah, we got enough islands. So get a Mystic Sanctuary, put Force on top. Tap out for a Jace. Brainstorm into the Force. Field of Ruin's a nice pickup. So put this. We're not going to want Fatal Push, so put Fatal Push and this back. There's no point in showing them that we've got. No point in showing them that we've got a Field of Ruin. Khan. Okay, so I'm going to force this. Picture Mana Leak. I think. Now what do we do? So Field of Ruin doesn't actually. So I'm gonna Brainstorm again. Put these two back. Play a land. I think we're just going to Titan and hope for the best. Oh yeah, we haven't got. I mean, it can attack. Use private Titans. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 lands that are different. So we'll go and get a Field of the Dead and a Misty Rainforest. Sadly, make no zombies, and we are sadly tapped out. We're weak to Ulamog. Ancient Stirrings is not good. They've got the mine and the power plant. They're quite likely to hit the tower here. I think that's the only thing we care about them hitting, unless they've drawn a tower naturally. Surely if they'd found tower they would have just slammed it. Let's see. They find a Chromatic Star, which is pretty good. Although quite mana intensive when you have Tron to crack these. Okay, what have they got? If they just pass here, I think we possibly win. Yeah. In fact, I might. Oh, that's good. So let's. Oh, I should have put Force on top. Really, I still can. No, I can't. Draw 3 cards. I'm finding an Uro. Okay, so that's pretty good. Put this, and I don't think we need that many lands. So we're going to attack with this. Yes, we use Primeval Titan's ability. So we'll go and get another Field of the Dead and another Field of Ruin. Always yield to these. Play a. Ooh, did I play a land by accident? That was silly, wasn't it? I should be fielding this now. Essentially, instead of the land I played. Oh no, I can't do it. Yeah, I didn't play a land. I'm smart. So if we field, we can hold up. We'll have 1 mana, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. We can hold up everything there. Opponent never found Tron. Forcing those early maps proved good. So we're going to get rid of all of this. Thoughtseize is good. Spell Snare hits Sylvan Scrying, but that's pretty much it. So Tail's End very good, counters the Planeswalkers, counts as a map. Aethergust can be good. I think we're going to cut Spell Snare. Trophy's okay. Trophy's okay, Ashiok's okay. And Aethergust is okay. So what don't we want? Shark Typhoon is okay. Mana Leak, yeah. Okay, so Abrupt Decay on the draw is bad. So Aethergust versus these. I think we'll split a different. So we'll have a couple of gusts. Assassin's Trophy hits Tron lands. I think we'll bring in one Assassin's Trophy and one Ashiok. Be a bit of a coward and split the difference. Okay, good to win game 1 against Tron though. Yeah, this hand looks pretty good. Another land instead of the Primeval Titan would have been nice, but we can. So, depending on what they do, so if they go turn 1 map, you know, we go turn 1 vet land, and then if they don't crack the map turn 2, we can Tail's End it. Whether that's correct or not, because they might just have the extra Tron land in hand, is another matter. I mean, on the plate, you definitely would. Although, I guess they do it in their turn. Okay, it's a star. Okay, Watery Grave. So we'll do a Pollute Delta and say go. Can't do anything here, but sometimes good to bluff the force of negation. They have an Ancient Stirrings. See what they reveal. They reveal. We have a wild league this one so far. I've played 2 combo decks and Tron. Another power plant. Okay, so they've got the mine, so they haven't got Tron now. So we now have all our cheap counter spells, and we drew a land, which is good. River of Tears. I'm just going to shock in a Breeding Pool. So now we have counter spells up. They have Natural Tron. That's a bit of an issue. Okay, so that's a bit scary. Cryptic. We'll play the River of Tears now. So they're going to have 9 mana next turn. Okay, this could just be turn 4 Ulamog, which just beats us. Oh no, we can counter the Kozilek. Right, so drawing 4 cards, I think weirdly is fine. So we let them draw 4 cards and then mana leak the actual thing. I mean, that's better than an Ulamog. Okay. So turn 4 Kozilek is pretty strong, but we dealt with it. Let's play Forest, say go. We got double counterspell up here, so that's not too bad. Opponent got all the mana in the world. We don't know what payoffs they've got. We need to find things like okay, so we could just counter draw, but then they could go something big. So let's remand this. Remand's getting worse by the minute. if they go for it again, yeah, so I'm going to Tails End this, because I've only got 4 mana left. If we've got another one, then so be it. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Sphere. Okay, so that's no more big nasties, I don't think. We've played a land this turn, so I'm looking to find. Okay, Sylvan Scrying is fine. I'm looking to find Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin, Assassin's Trophy. Well, actually, none of those. Okay, so we find a field, but they do have an extra mine in hand. So, do I play the Field of Ruin? If I play the Field of Ruin, or we could play this and try and get something back. I think we're going to do that. Might want something. Oh, we can't because I'm going to forget this isn't an island. I don't think we want to field there. We know they've got a backup Tron land, so if we field it just gives them green mana to do whatever green spell they draw. So this is 8 mana. Khan liberated. Okay, so we're going to counter draw this. Leaves them with 5 mana. Counter draw your Khan liberated. We find a Jace, which isn't the worst thing. Okay, Ancient Stirrings. Oblivion Stone, which they play. Okay, so that's a little bit awkward, seeing as we have Jace. Thoughtseize. Oh, that was probably a mistake. I think we're going to Thoughtseize. I could have gone finding Uro there, but Thoughtseize is good. Thoughtseize you. Try and take whatever big nasty spells they have. They have literally nothing. Mine, power plant. They've got natural Tron. So we're going to fet. But if I think we want to make them use the O Stone on Jace. I think we'll give them a turn. So I'll go and get Island. Then we'll Jace. And look for a force, I guess. Okay, so we'll put this and this. There's no point in trying to attack Tron now. They have a turn in which to do nasty Tron things. Ulamog, Kozilek, Walking Ballista to an extent. Ulamog, Kozilek, Walking Ballista. They play Blast Zone. Okay, are they going to let me brainstorm again? Really? Bit surprised at that, but there we go. So we'll brainstorm. Put 2 back. Play out this Field of the Dead. And then I have a feeling I want to Uro hold up Archmage's Charm and Gust. Okay, so we'll do this. And we could Uro again. We could hard cast Uro, but it seems a bit pointless. I'd rather hold up counter magic. And then if we can survive this turn, X equals okay, so they're killing Jace with that, which is okay, I suppose. I'm gonna put Cryptic on top, maybe. Star, sure. So use Blast Zone. Relic of Progenitus. I think I might counter this. Like it's a draw for them. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. I can always, yeah, we can always get a spell back. They might have Veil of Summer. No, no Veil of Summer. Plays theirs as mine. So, do I want to draw a specific card? Yes, I think so. Okay, yeah. Killing Jace is right here. Maybe I should have Field Ruined that Blast Zone. Do I want to draw something? I think so. So get Mystic Sanctuary. Get Cryptic or Tails. Tails End could be good because then we don't just die to another Ulamog. Yeah, let's get Tails End. Like everything I'm scared of pretty much gets hit by Tails End. I might as well. Green, green, blue, blue. But then, what am I holding up? Green, blue. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I'd be holding up 5, which is both of them. Yeah, I think that's fine. Green, blue, green, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So now, does that change my mind? Do I Tails End this trigger? I mean, I don't, but I might now. Like, I don't know if I would have done if he'd done it then. What do we lose to here? I guess Ballista? Khan Liberated. How much do I care about Khan Liberated? Like, there are so many more things that I think I care about. He exiles Uro. I deal him 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Damage or we kill Khan. Is it wrong to let that resolve? He's going to exile Uro. They'll exile Uro. I think I'm going to let Khan resolve. Like late game, exiles a card from their hand. Deal. Don't think we want this. Do we want this Primeval Titan? Let's get rid of this Ether Gust now. Isn't this just lethal though? So if we go field 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 4 zombies, which is 8 damage. So this is exactly lethal. I think we just untap here. So we'll counter this. And then that that should be game. I don't actually know what they've got in hand. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well that's a good win against Tron, 2-0. See you back again for round number 4. Okay, we're back for round number 4. Trying to close out a 4-1, we're 2-1 at the moment. Lord of Puntalantis, I've played against this chap before, or chapette, or whoever it is. Don't know. It's a psychological thing. I think he's on. I think they are on Merfolk, but some in which this hand is quite good. But I think we'll keep it. See how it goes. We'll lead on. I think we'll lead on tapped Watery Grave. No, I think I'll lead on Watery Grave. I think I'll leave that with that shocked in. It's so good to be able to Fatal Push and then hold up Spell Snare. I guess we could have done that anyway, actually. Yeah, that was a bit of a punt. Although we might draw something. My thinking was we can Fatal Push a turn 1 creature, and then next turn we can hold up Spell Snare, but we could have done that anyway. Okay, Shark Typhoon's reasonable. Do I want to play Mystic Sanctuary though? Yes. Onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so this is the Electro Dominance Living End type deck. So Fatal Push not a good. Misty, so do I want to play my Uro here versus holding up? Not much, yeah. So we'll go and get if they Electro Dominance in response, that's the problem. This pause is potentially means that they're thinking about it. I'm fine with, well, not fine with it, but it's okay. So if they Electro Dominance now, I mean there's not much in the graveyard for them to put in. So I'm going to put this River of Tears in and then say go. It's another sort of combo deck. As Foretold is slightly problematic. Okay, so they create 8 powers worth of stuff. But we can push one and then gain some more life from another Uro. And then we can push another one if we need to. And push isn't doing much else here. Probably take the 4. If we get Living Ended, I played against this before and it's a bit ridiculous, you know, they Living End, they get all these creatures back, but then you know, you get 2 Uro triggers as well, so you gain 6 and draw 2 cards. Okay, so this is okay. It's not ideal. And we can push one of these things, these Curator of Mysteries, which is reasonable. Yeah, put land onto the field. No. So yeah, we can cast one of these. Fatal Push one of these. left the battlefield this turn. Okay, so we get a Watery Grave. Annoyingly, we can't Uro. We can tap draw next turn, which is quite good. If I play a land, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can make a 4/4 shark as well, which might be better. Make a shark, which kills a thing. Definitely playing this untapped. And then pass. Am I cryptic counter draw? I think we'll leave it and see what they do. Right, so do I want, how much damage is this? So this is 9, 13 damage. I can make a 5/5 shot. I think I'm going to just make the 5/5. Maybe this is bad, tapping out for this. They might have double bolt. I feel they're dead. That's quite nice. So we're going to block this guy. What have we got here? Electrodominance. That's okay. Okay. That's not the worst. So we trade with that. But now we're going to start making zombies and gaining life with Uro. So play this, make a zombie, play an Uro, green, green, blue, blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this gains me up to some life. I've messed up a bit here because I haven't now got. Maybe we could spell snare that though. Okay. So now we've got a counter spell. We have a counter spell. They don't have. They are attacking with everything. I could gain control of one of these if I need to. So we'll block here. We'll block here. And we'll block here. I take 8. Counter target spell, probably. Field of Ruin. Make some zombies. Yeah, that gets there. Okay, so against this, possibly want Ashiok, probably want Thoughtseize. Fatal Push, while it was okay there, I don't think we want it in general. Veil of Summer seems fine. Tail's End, we haven't got anything to Tail's End, but Ether Gust is has potential. Engineered Explosives against the Footfalls is okay. Spell Snare, I think is okay. Blood Chief's Thirst we don't want. Prop Decay 4. Asphalt Hold is fine, Mana Leaks and Remands are fine, Force is good, Charm is fine. Titan's possibly a bit slow. good there. So what do we definitely want? We definitely want Thought Seizes, and we definitely want Ashioks. Maybe Abrupt Decay isn't the best. Yeah, bring in Ether Gusts and stuff instead. So let's do 2 Ether Gusts. Spell Snare, it hits Remand. Is that it? Electro Dominance, I guess. So let's bring another one of those and one of those and see how that goes. Winning this would be good. Makes it so that we've gone positive in the league at any rate. I think we'll keep this. It can counter. Electro Dominance. Well, not counter it, but pseudo counter. Yeah, Force is a really good draw there. We're going to go and get the tap plan. How afraid are we of Blood Moon here? I think we cut most of the black cards, so I think I'm just going to go and get an island here, actually. Yeah, because there is a potential for Blood Moon. Okay, so Ashiok's okay. The minute they tap out for Ashiok, we can kind of punish them. Okay, so Blood Moon might be less of a concern. Their fetch Shocking Steam Vents. There's another Steam Vents. Do you want to tap out for Ashiok here? Don't think so. I think we'll wait a little bit. Oh, I suppose we could Ashiok with Veil of Summer up next turn. They miss a land as well. I guess the risk is that they have Electro Dominance. Thoughtseize is good. I think we Thoughtseize first now, right? Yeah, Thoughtseize is real good. What we got here? Electro Dominance. I think we'll just gust that. They do have a Blood Moon, so we want to Brazen Borrow is annoying, but I don't think we care too much. Gust, double end, so they've got that coming in. So we'll just take this Blood Moon, and then we've got Force. If they go Electro Dominance here. Living End would put 2 Street Wraiths in. Okay. And then now we're fine, right? Oh wow, that's another really good draw. Yeah. Okay, Ashiok just gets there. Opponent doesn't really have anything going on. They can Brazen Borrow it, but I can Veil of Summer. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go straight into round number 5. So that was an interesting one. I think that's quite a good matchup. The Living End approach really doesn't play well that well into Uro, as we saw in game 1, where they put all this power onto the board, but it doesn't really matter when Uro comes in. Gains you 6 life, which we had 2 Uros in the graveyard, which gained us 6 life. Draws 2 cards, put some lands onto the battlefield, and then you can just start going nuts, crypticking and whatever, So, and then Ashiok just shuts them down there. Again, opponent a little bit unlucky to not get lands. I think this hand has to be a mulligan. The lands don't do anything, and we're not. Yeah, we're not doing anything till turn 3 if we draw lands. So I think we mulligan. Don't like this either. Mulligan again. This is better. We're going to bottom the Cryptic because it's very expensive. Are we likely to want Fatal Push? Again, this suffers from the same as the 7, where you're not doing anything early. It's one of these we bottom, I think. I think it's probably the Archmage's Charm. We might be sad that there's nothing to push. Against the Shambling Vent, I think that's fine. Okay, so we draw a land. So we go Delta, go. So this implies it could be Stoneforge Mystic type stuff. Yeah, Inquisition's annoying. I mean, it means they can't play Stoneforge Mystic this turn, which is a bonus. They take the Uro, so I rarely agree that that is going to be the correct play, but I guess. I mean, yeah, we don't know what they've got in their hand, I suppose. We draw a Jace. So do this, pass the turn. Playing this because we might want to get something out of Mystic Sanctuary here. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Don't know. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Liliana here. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah. So we can't do anything about that, annoyingly. Each player discards a card. So I'm going to discard this. Might discard this Jace. It can get us back into it. Or we could discard this push because it's not really doing anything. Let's discard this push. Although, I guess I can deal with that, but second. Difficult. I'm going to have to Shark this turn. Spellslayer's not bad. Not bad pickup. Yeah, we're going to have to. If they have push from a Shark, this Liliana might just win the game by herself. I think we're going to discard Spell Snare. I don't think there's anything that we wouldn't rather just try and Jace next turn. They discard 2 Lingering Souls, which is an issue. But the Shark does block those fairly effectively, but they also block my attack onto Liliana, which is not ideal. Let's get a Breeding Pool, yes, we'll cycle this. Kind of looking for a land here, so that we can play our Jace. Cryptic is fine if we can draw a land. We can't. Do I just discard the Thoughtseize to Liliana? I think we have to. Well, we could discard the Jace. Let's Thougthseize, discard the Jace, because then we're going to want a Cryptic. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't find a land there. Fatal Push? Yeah, they've had the Fatal Push anyway. Tight Hollow Skull, that's a good hit with Thoughtseize. So yeah, we're going to want to find a land, really. This is another Sculler. Well, that's a very good draw from my opponent. I don't think we can win now. That gets rid of Cryptic. If I draw a land that can cast Uro, I guess, or an Uro himself. Yeah, but I don't know, Liliana might not ultimate right away. Yeah. Again, now we're praying for a land that can cast Uro against 6 power, so I'm dead. Couple of turns. Just activating Shambling Vent, so I'm dead in. Oh, right, yeah, we'll concede to that. Yep. No outs. Yeah, sadly mulliganing to 5 against such a deck is not ideal. We're going to cut the Thought Seizes. Tail's End is interesting, potentially, but I don't think so. Engineered Explosives we definitely want. Bloodchief's Thirst we probably want. Spell Snare? I can't. They must be running Stoneforge Mystic, I'm sure. Veil of Summer we definitely want. Primal Titan they possibly can't beat. Assassin's Trophy is potential. So we take out the forces. We'll bring in these 2 cards. They weren't doing that much with the graveyard. They were doing Lingering Souls, shenanigans. Jace. What do we think of this? Yeah, I think this is fine. Not amazing, but fine. I would like to play first, please. This is a difficult one. It's got 2 cat spells. I think we'll keep this and hope to draw. I mean, this can go and get us a black land eventually. Play this first and say go. This is looking like a Thoughtseize. Yeah. So probably takes one of the cat spells, seeing as I'm not casting these for a long time. Whichever one. I mean, okay, they take the mana leak. Okay, that's a reasonable draw. So we'll play the island and pass. Got a remand up here. We're remanding pretty much anything, I would say, which is nothing. What am I finding a blue land here? Okay, this is sadly potentially going the way of the previous game. So we've got a remand for a Liliana. That's a land. 3 mana. Okay, so this gets remanded. Hopefully it draws us a land. No, that's not great. Now we really need a land. Oh, sadly this is just the worst kind of draw for us. I think we're going to hit this now. Maybe this is loose. What do we want to find? Another island gets us this. I think we'll get a forest. Yeah, because then if we draw a land we can decay the Liliana. If this is just Liliana, we've got time. What am I discarding is the question. Could be an Uro. Could be Prime Time, but we can't get Prime Time back. I think it's going to be Uro. Land, please. Oh, crikey. This just isn't going very well, but there's nothing we could have really done. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have ditched Uro there. Sculler. Yeah, I don't think we could have done anything with this. Like we just haven't drawn a single land. Don't think there was anything we could have done. Like if we draw a land now for like Fatal Push or Jace, so now it has to be Primeval Titan. Yeah, discarding the Uro there was wrong. I got Bob as well. Okay, that is a good draw because we can now Uro if we want. We could Cryptic, we could Jace. So we're not Jacing because it will die. We could cast Uro. Okay, so that puts us back in it. This wants to go and get the Triome, really. That could just be a breeding pool. We're going to have to deal with this Liliana. So actually what I think it is this goes and gets watery. Oh, we need double black is the trouble. So this pushes this. Let's think about this. So I'm not so worried about my life total really. So this pushes this. So we push this end of turn by fetching, I think it has to be Watery Grave. And then we untap and decay this. I think that's the only way to go about it. We could draw 2, but I don't think that's correct. Because then if we decay this, we can then Uro fairly well. We draw a land. What do I discard? Is it the Archmage's Charm? Is it the Jace? I think it's the Archmage's Charm, because then Jace, I could just Jace next turn. That's not right. Yeah, they're attacking with both. I do love Dark Confidant. I'm glad people are playing it. I'd love to play it, but I don't think it's in the best position at the moment, especially with Brennan 6 running around everywhere. Okay, so this goes and gets Watery Grave. Might see a Field of Ruin here, but I mean, I could bounce Liliana now and draw. We are seeing a field. Oh no, oh, Kaya's Guile. That's very annoying. Very good card. Yeah, now we can't Uro, sadly. So, Watery Grave, yes. Fatal Push, the Sculler. Get back the Decay. Decay the Lily. We could E on 0, but I don't think that's where we want to be. Okay, so we're in this. Dark Confidant is kind of going to bury us eventually in card advantage. Yeah, we didn't know what they were going to draw. Yeah, this is bad. What am I discarding? I think it's probably Engineered Explosives. It's 2 mana intensive. And then Fatal Push is okay. That kills Bob. I think we have to kill the Bob, otherwise we're just going to get buried in card advantage. Maybe I should have bounced drawed there. I could be greedy and keep Jace. Each player discards a card. I don't think I can. I think I've got to discard the Jace. 4 mana Sorin. Discarded that Concealed Courtyard, I assume so. Yeah. Well, Engineered Explosives isn't looking too bad now. So we could Trophy. I think we Cryptic though. Do we let them? Return target. Oh, but then they can do it twice. Yeah, I've been gated on mana in both of these games. So we're going to Cryptic end of turn, bounce Liliana, draw a card. If we can find Uro land, that's not too bad. Return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. This deck does seem sweet. Well, Zagoth Triome isn't exactly what we want to draw. Is this another Kaya's Guile? Yeah, so I haven't actually confirmed dead next turn. Oh, there's the Uro as well. I mean, it keeps me in the game. So Liliana's going to make me discard a card. Yeah, this one's over, isn't it? Sadly, can't be helped. One of those things. Yeah, Liliana the Veil proving good. I can't think of anything that can get me out of this now. Primeval Titan's no good. Remand is certainly no good. Oh, the preemptive GG from the opponent. Yeah, that was a shame. We cashed though, which isn't too bad. 3 and 2. That's not the worst. So yeah, the deck. Let's have a look. What did I think? I think, yeah, just what did we lose to? So we lost to that mid-rangey type deck, and we lost to Storm. So, and we beat. What did we beat? We beat Living End. We beat another combo deck, wasn't it? And Living End. Oh yeah, Living End, Ad Nauseam, and can't remember the last one. Tron. We beat Tron. So that's not too bad going into the Super Qualifier later on. Am I going to look to change anything? What do I think people will be on? Not sure. Red-black mid-range is a big thing at the moment. I think the mirror is a big thing, so maybe more stuff to try and beat that. Tempted by a fact or fiction or two. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for watching live if you did, or thank you very much for watching on YouTube if you are watching there. I'm a pretty new streamer, started in the last week or so. So yeah, if you like what you see, definitely look at following my channel. I'm going to be posting quite a lot of Sultai content at the moment. It's the deck I'm choosing for the big tournaments, so really testing quite a lot for that. That's what I'm kind of doing at the moment. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.